This remarkable looking vehicle is Resolution, a solar car designed and built by a 60-strong team of students at the University of Cambridge. It is the only British entrant into the annual World Solar Challenge, a race through the Australian outback that runs for over 1,800 miles. 4 rather petite drivers will take it in turns to do 4-hour shifts in the cramped cockpit.
So it has switches for turning the car on here, hazard lights, the indicator, and also forward and reverse, which is a kind of a gearbox.
Lucy Fielding is one of the team's drivers, but it's not just about keeping the car on the road.
When the car is stationary and everything's closed, we estimate it might get as hot as 100 degrees. Now, obviously that's not practical. But what you find when you're driving along is that there's a lot of a breeze that comes through the car, partly through slight gaps in the shell, and also partly because we have a lot of fans operating in the rear of the car to keep our solar panels cool.
Unlike much of their competition, to fund the project, the team has had to rely largely on donations and goodwill. So how well does it perform? It only needs the same power as a standard hairdryer, it weighs just 120 kilograms, that's a bit less than your typical moped, and it has a top speed of 87 miles per hour.
Our secret weapon is the radical design that we've put into it. I mean, if you look at a normal solar car, it's basically like a flat tabletop design. Okay, so we've developed this tracking plate technology. We have a series of solar cells which have plates that can rotate and track the sun. And in doing so, we can get 15 to 20% more power than a fixed array.
And none of your competitors have done that, so you stand out in that regard.
If you look at all the solar cars, you'll see ours is a completely different shape.
If they are going to win, they'll need to take on some 43 teams from 20 different countries. Perhaps hardest to beat will be the Dutch team from Delft University of Technology. They've won the competition a record 4 times.
Soon the team will leave the fens of Cambridge and instead head to the Australian bush. No team from Britain has ever won the World Solar Challenge, but this group of students from Cambridge think they might just have a chance. Dave Lee, BBC News, Cambridge.